Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about how to interact with the system through voice commands. The way you are talking with robot means what are the input you are giving as the input as the voice commands. At the same time system also should give you the results in the form of voice only. So let us see.
Welcome to Chatbot. Please say something.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How can I help you?
What are you doing?
Waiting for you. Please say something.
Tell me about computer.
A computer is a machine that can be programmed to carry out sequences of arithmetic or logical operations automatically. Modern computers can perform generic sets of operations known as programs. These programs enable computers to perform a wide range of tasks.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Tell me about Bengal tiger.
The Bengal tiger, also known as the Royal Bengal tiger, is a tiger from a specific population of the Panthera tigris subspecies that is native to the Indian subcontinent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
No, goodbye.
Thank you. See you later.
Yeah, this is the way we can interact with our computer through our voice. So whatever we are asking, according to that, your computer will take the data from internet and it will convert into the voice and it will give you the screen. So for this, the very first thing you have to do is you need some important modules to be installed. Those modules are first thing import pyttsx3. This module should be installed first. So the purpose of this module is converting your text to voice. So what are the text data is there that should be converted to the voice. That is the purpose of this module. And after that you have to import another module, speech recognition. So the purpose of the module is whenever we are speaking in front of the computer, it should detect our voice. That is the purpose of this tool. So it will detect and it will convert that voice into the text format. So after converting into the text, through the program we can do some manipulation. So for this you can use some alias. So these two are very important modules for handling with the voice conversation with PC. First we have to install these two modules in your computer. So for this you have to go to the command window. So pip. So here it is showing, sorry, after pip I have to write install, I forgot. Install install. Yeah, it is showing that requirement is already satisfied, means this module has been already installed. Now here along with this you have to install one more module, that is pip install py audio. This one also should be installed. So without this, what are the voice has been played by the system cannot be done. So that's why this module installation is very important. Now you have to install. It is showing that requirement already satisfied. So whenever you are installing the module, sometimes it may generate an error. In that cases, you have to go with the following manner. So first, you have to install pywin module. This module should, sorry, pipwin. First, you have to install the pipwin module like this. So it has been already satisfied, already installed in my computer. Now after that, by using pipwin you have to install the py module. Pipwin inst install. Now py audio module should be installed by using this one. Sometimes if you are installing the py audio directly, it may generate an error. In such cases you can install this module like this. So this is the first thing you have to do. After that, next you have to install the next module, speech recognition. Pip ins install speech array. This module also should be installed. This one has been already installed, that's why it is showing that requirement already satisfied. So after installing these modules in your PC, let's get into the coding. After that, you have to initialize the speech recognizer by creating the object. So here speech recognizer I'm initializing. So sr dot, here you have to call the function recognizer. Now recognizer has been initialized. Now what we have to do is we have to create one object for our microphone, because we are taking the input by using the microphone which is inbuilt in our laptop. Now what you have to do is, first you have to create a object. So with sr.micro with microphone, as for this you have to give a object name. So I'm giving the object name as the mic. So by using the mic object only, you have to handle the input device here. Now after creating the mic object, our computer should listen to the input. Here what is the input? Microphone. So for this what you have to do is voice equal to, here recognizer object dot, you have to call the function listen. Now here what is the input source here? Mic. That should be the parameter. Means here our recognizer is listening to the input mic. Means it is checking that whether user is speaking anything. If anything user is speaking, that will be taken and converted to the voice and kept it here. So that thing has been completed. Now, so your next step is that you have to convert the whatever the voice has been taken from the mic. That voice should be converted to the text. For this here, take one variable. So in this variable, result will be converted text will be stored. So for this, here you have to call the Google recognizer, i COGNIZ underscore Google. So within that we can keep what is the input audio here? Voice. So here through the mic I have taken the voice that has been stored in the voice variable, that is not in the form of text. Now, so by using the recognize underscore Google, so Google voice translator, by using that you can convert the given input voice to the text. Now, so what are the text has been converted? If you want to display it on the screen, simply you can print text that will be displayed on the screen. Now, so let us see whether it is working properly or not. So let's run the program. Hi, how are you? See this one. So what are the input I have given that has been displayed on the screen? For suppose I want to speak another thing. So run this program. Hello, what are you doing? See this one. What am I speaking? That input has been taken through the mic in our computer, and later on, so by using this command, I am taking the input from the user. After that, that input has been, by using this function, that voice will be converted to the text. And if you want to print it, you can print it. And you have to remember that while speaking, you have to pronounce the words very clearly. So otherwise, it may not recognize. In runtime, when the program is running, if any errors are there, it will not be handled automatically. You have to write the logic also. So suddenly what will do, it will display some unknown errors. So for handling all the things, what we have to do, we have to go for exception handling. So for that it can be handled by using try and except. All of us know that. So that's why keep all the things in the try block. Now here give all the thing one indentation. Yeah, good. Try. So what are the data kept in the, what are the code kept in the try block? In this part, if any error rises, then automatically control will be transferred to accept. Now accept. Yeah. So in accept, if there are any some input errors are there, that can be kept it here. For suppose here source dot unknown value error, means if user is not given any input, if he makes simply sounds, that voice is not recognized as in that. So in that case, what type of errors it should display? Simply keep simple print and type a message, say something clearly. So like this you can keep it. Now, so let's run this one again. So here what happens, after running the program I didn't speak anything, so then that's why it is showing that it has gone to the some unknown value error. So if the user has not given input, instead of staying idle, it should display some messages. If user is not given any input, it should show that say something clearly if you are sitting idle. So you can run the program. Hello, what are you doing? So what are the input you have taken that has been displayed? Now during runtime, if user is sitting idle without giving any input, Here it is not getting for input, that's why it automatically it has gone to the accept. Some runtime error has been raised, so that it has gone to the accept and it displayed the message. So here the problem is that here it is taking only single statement from the user can speak only once, that only will be displayed on the screen, not continuously. So if you want to give input continuously to the computer, what you have to do is you have to keep it in the infinite loop. So here you can keep while you have to give the infinite loop true. Now shift all the things forward. Yeah. Now run this one. So what happens? You can continuously give commands to the computer. So let us see. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? My name is Anil. So like this, you can give input to the computer continuously because I kept this one in the while loop. Now, after taking the input from the user, you have to generate the system output also in the form of voice. So let us see how to do. So for this, what you have to do is here simply define one function def. I have given the function name as the play, and what are the text to be spoken, that should be given here. What are the message to be converted to the voice by the system, that should be given here. And after that, so here you have to do one important thing. You have to initialize the Python text to speech module. So how it can be done? Simply you have to create one object for that, module name dot init. So simply by calling the init function by using the module name, that text to speech module will be loaded and it will be activated and it start running now. So next what you have to do is by using the obj function, you have to call the function say, and within this function what are the text to be converted to the voice which should be played by the system, that should be kept it here. And after that you have to call one more function, run and wait, so that voice will be played. So by using this simple function, 3 lines of the function definition, what are the text you want to play by the system, that can be done. So here already we have taken the input from the user that has been converted. Assume that whatever we are speaking, same thing should be played by the system. So let us see how to do. Simply call the function play and keep my text. Now run this program and check. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, this is the way. What are the things we are speaking? Same thing has been told by the computer in the form of voice. So simply by writing these 3 lines of function. Now, so here if you want to change to the female voice and if you want to change the speed of modulation, all the things can be changed. So by using small settings. So let us change here initially now. So first obj dot set property. So at which speed you want to speak. So you have to give the rate. I have given as the 150. Now let us play and see. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
So speed has been little bit changed. For suppose if you want to make it some more faster, so give 300, 350. Let us see. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
So it has been played a little bit faster. So this is the way you can spread the speed in which system can speak. So generally we are keeping the 150 is the normal. It's the good one. I am keeping this. Now after that, so generally here it is speaking with the voice is coming with the male voice. What if I want to go with the female voice? So for this you can set one more property. So obj dot set property. You have to set the property for voices. So voice voice. Now here there are different voices are there. We have to select one voice from the list of voices dot id. So here if you carefully observe that if the index is 0, that is for male voice, if index is 1 for female voice. So you have to call this function, and before that you have to get the voices also. So how you can get obj dot get property voices. Yeah. Now let's play and run. Look at this. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
See this one? That voice has been converted to the female voice and it has been played. So if you want to play in the male voice, so you simply have to keep it 0 and play. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, this is the way voice can be changed between the male and female. Now, so till now what we have done is whatever we are speaking, same thing is telling by the computer. Now, so instead of doing like this, if you want to get some other responses, like if you say thank you, it should say that you are welcome. So like that. If you ask what are you doing, it should say that yeah, I am waiting for you. So let us see how to do. So for this, here you have to do little bit manipulation. What should be speaking by the system. So simply here, before playing the direct text, what you have to do is delete. Yeah, simply you can place some conditions. So assume that this is the voice played by you. So that's why I'm kept the, you can keep one message you. Yeah. So after that, if for suppose in your message at any point of time, if we say bye, assume that bye in my text. What are the text you are using? In that bye is there. Assume that. Now what it should do? It should display that thank you, see you later. So simply print a message, print. So who is doing this one? Assume that this is the chatbot. So what is the message it is giving? Thank you, see you again later. Thank you, see you later. Assume that this is the message to be displayed on the screen. Now, at the same time, while displaying on the screen, this should be tell by the system also. So let us see how to do. For this, which function is there for playing the text? Play. So simply write the play. So within this one, keep the same parameter. Thank you, see you later. Yeah. So keep a double quotes and close it. And once run this one and check. Bye.
Thank you, see you later.
So I said a bye and the computer told that thank you and see you later. In turn, it is giving its own reply. Now, for suppose if I say, what are you doing? So here you have to fix the question again. Simply here, you have to fix the question. So L if, so here you have to decide the question. What is the question? What are you doing in my text? Now what it has to do? So here I want to give a message. I am waiting for you. Say something. Yeah. So this is the message robot is telling that. Now same message should be played by the system. Yeah. Now let us see. Now run. Bye.
Thank you, see you later.
What are you doing? So actually I didn't pronounce clearly. Again I am telling. What are you doing?
I am waiting for you. Say something.
So this is the way you can ask the questions. According to that, you can get replies also. For suppose, if you say thank you at any point, then what it should say? You can decide that what it has to do. Elif. For suppose here, if I say thank you. For suppose in your sentence at any point of time, thank you is there. Then what it has to do? So here it should display the message. You are welcome. And if you want to keep any other message, yeah, after welcome, if you want to say that anything else, you can keep the message. Yeah, so let us see, same message should be sent to the play function, so that same message will be played by the system. Yeah, I kept it. Now again let us run this one and play. Bye.
Thank you. See you later.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
This is the way you can talk with the system. Now, for suppose you want to know the today's date. So let us see how to do. And along with that, at the beginning, you can ask good morning also. That thing also you can keep it. So at any point of time, you can keep it, no problem. So here you can keep or like this. Leaf. You can keep same thing, copy paste here, and you can change the messages itself. Yeah. So in your whole message at any point of time, good morning is there. Then what do chatbot should tell that good morning. So she can keep the message like that. After that, you can keep a message. How can I help you? So like that you can keep it. And same message. What are the message you're displaying? Same message should send to the play function, so that it can be converted to the voice. So let us check how it is working. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am waiting for you. Say something.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Thank you. See you later.
So this is the way you can interact with the system like this. Now for suppose you want to know the today's date. How can I get it? So for suppose you made a question like this, you want to know that what is today's date. So you want to know that what is today's date. Simply you can like that. What is today's date? So I kept like that. So today's date is there. So then what you have to do is you have to get the date. So for this you have to import one module name. The module name is date time. So what you have to do, from datetime module import date. Now what you have to do is simply you have to call by using the date module, you can call the today function. So let us see what are the messages to be displayed. So message equal to, you should be convert to the string format, because here we are passing the parameters in the form of string. So date module dot today. So by calling this function, automatically you will get the today's date. Now what are the date is there, that should be displayed here by using print function. And say a second thing is that after that it should be played also. So in a chartboard what you have to do is you have to display the today's date in the, that is the date is stored in the variable message. So you can keep that, or today date is, you can keep that today's date is, that message will be displayed. And if you want to display the same thing, if you want to speak the same thing by using the voice commands, so that is also can be done here. Let us see. Yeah, so keep it in the double quotes. Today's date is, same thing will be sent by the system. So let us see, run. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
What is today's date?
Today's date is August 12th, 2021.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
So this is the way you can talk with the system. Now, so here till now we have fixed all the responses. For suppose you want to know about something from internet. So for suppose suddenly you ask the system, tell me about computer. It should tell about some information about the computer. If you ask, tell me about some Amitabh Bachchan, it should give some information about the Amitabh Bachchan. So let us see how to do. So for this, here you have to import one module. The module name is Wikipedia. So means we are searching, we are taking the data from Wikipedia and it will speak. So let us see how to do. Import. So this is the module should be imported. So whenever you are giving any question, from that question, what are the keyword to be searched? That should be taken. So that's why here I am calling one more function. what keyword should be searched. Simply I'm keeping here. So def get keyword to search. I define my own function. So here I am taking the input as text. Text is the input I am taking. Now, next what I have to do is, generally we ask the questions like, what is computer? Who is Sachin Tendulkar? Tell me about Amitabh Bachchan, like that. So what you have to do, whenever anyone asks the question like that, you have to remove what is, who is, tell me about, such part should be removed. Now only keyword only should be there for searching. So for that what we have to do is, if in a question at any place what is there, what is in text. Now what you have to do is, you have to remove that part. How it can be removed? Text equal to text dot replace. In whole text, wherever what is there, that should be replaced with space, empty string. Simple. Now similarly, instead of this what is, if you want to discuss about, if you want to write about who is, so same thing can be replaced with space. Now similarly, if you want to replace about, tell me about, now same thing can be kept it here. See this one? Yeah, it has been replaced, and at the end you have to return back. So what is the purpose of this function is to get the keywords from the question. Now here, after taking the input from the user displaying on the screen, you have to get back the keyword. So how do you get? My text equal to, what is the function name? This is the function name. You have to keep it. So here what is the input parameter? My text. Same thing, keep it. So you don't get any confusion. So what will happen from the given input, that particular keyword will be extracted. Now what you have to do is, now you have to go with else. Here we are going to get the data from Wikipedia. So let us see how to get. So for this, there is one function is there in Wikipedia. So message to be extracted. So here module name is Wikipedia dot function name is summary. So by using that you can extract the data. Now what is the parameter? What is the keyword here to be searched? That is available in my text. So keep the keyword here, my text, comma, and here how many sentences you want to fetch from the Wikipedia. That is very important. For suppose if you want to fetch 2 sentences or 3 sentences or 4 sentences or 1 sentence, any number of sentences you can fetch as per your requirement. For suppose I have given 3 sentences, will be fetched from the Wikipedia. Now after that, whatever the message is there, whatever the message fetched from the Wikipedia, that should be printed on the screen. Assume that I want to print. If you don't want, you can leave it. I want to print it on the screen, and after that same message should be passed to the play function, because it should be given in the voice format. System should give a reply in the form of voice. So simply give message. Now that's all. Here the variable name should be capital T. Sorry. Again now run. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how can I help you?
What are you doing?
I am waiting for you, say something.
Tell me about computer. So here I have written the replace spelling is also wrong. Replace. Yeah. For suppose after launching a program, at the beginning you want to give some welcome message. For this what you have to do is, so print, you can keep that welcome to chatbot, and after that you can keep a message, say something like this. You can keep a message. So whenever you launch a program, at the beginning it will show you the message welcome to chatbot and say something. If you want to repeat the same thing in voice, if you want to give the welcome message in the form of voice, then what you have to do is simply, so what are the messages here? simply keep this under the play function as we did it for others. Simply here keep a under play function. Now let's run this program and check.
Welcome to chatbot. Say something.
Yeah, so like this you can get it now. So after that, so in our program, one more issue will be there. Sometimes while running the program, you are talking with the system. Suddenly, if some other friend came, you are talking with him. At that time, your system may take it that one as the input. There might be an issue. For suppose here I am running the program. Suddenly,
Welcome to chatbot. Say something.
so after that, suddenly one of our friend came. I am talking with him. So casually, like how are you? What are you doing? Like that. So then what will happen? System will take that thing as the input. System should not take like that. So that's why whenever you take this speech recognition applications like, so if you go for the iPad and Apple devices, their voice assistant name is Siri. At the same time, one more digital voice interaction device is there, that is Alexa. So whenever you want to talk with the device, so first we have to start with the keyword whatever they have given. So Alexa, what are you doing? Alexa, how are you? So like that you have to tell. If you prefix the word Alexa at the beginning, then only it will take that. It will treat that you are talking with the system. Otherwise, it will treat that you are talking with some other fellow. So if you are talking with the iPad, assume that. So you have to prefix the Siri. Siri, how are you? Means it will treat that you are talking with the device. So if you don't prefix the Siri, it will treat that you are talking with some other fellow. So let us write that logic. So whenever you have given the input, first you have to do little bit processing. Now, so in the given text, you have to make sure that first word should be Alexa. So for this, what you have to do? First, you have to divide the given text into the words. So my text dot split, that will be divided into the words. Now you have to check that first word should be Alexa. Alexa. Yeah. If first word is Alexa, then only you have to proceed. Otherwise, you have to ignore. Now, assume that if the first word is Alexa, then what I have to do? I have to remove Alexa from the given text. So how I can remove? My text equal to my text. If you carefully observe that, so Alexa, how many characters are there? 5. One more space is there. So up to the Alexa and space should be removed. So that's why I had to give 6, starting from index and up to the ending. So what happens? Alexa and space completely removed from the given text, and that will be given for the input for our system. Now after that, as usual, remaining all the things you can keep it as usual. So what are the messages you are printing and all the things can keep it as usual. And what are the things you kept it here? All the things should be given indentation. Yeah, I have given indentation. So everything comes under the if condition. So whenever you are saying anything, if you prefix with Alexa, then only it will respond. Otherwise, it will not respond. Now, so here you can keep else command. So here in else you can keep a message. Here Alexa should give you a message. If you don't prefix Alexa, then Alexa should give you a message. You are not talking with me. You are not talking with me. Yeah. So if you want to convert this the same thing into the voice, if you want to give the output in the form of voice, so keep the same message in the play function here, like this. Yeah, good. Now almost your program is ready. If you run it, yeah. So here I have given chartboard. So here I told that I want to use the buzzword as the Alexa. So you can keep it Alexa. Wherever chartboard is there, you can keep it. Yeah, I kept it. Yeah, here also. So wherever it is there, everywhere I kept it as the Alexa. Yeah. And now run your program. So and let us see. And here I want to convert into the female voice. Yeah. For suppose you want to ask the system to tell about the time. then system should get the current time in your computer and should speak. So let us see how to do. For this, as usual, simply keep one elif here, elif. In the input command, if time is there, if time in my text means in the input text. In that case, what you have to do is, first you should calculate the time. So today, current time, CRTM. So you can give any variable name. So here I have given the variable name. So already we have imported the datetime module. So by using that you can get it. So datetime dot and now dot strf time, string time. It will be converted. And here we have to give that. Now here after that what will happen? Current time will be taken in the string type and it will be stored in the variable. So after that it should speak about the time. At the same time it should print the time also. So what you have to do is simply keep a print. Alexa should speak it. So that's why keep this one Alexa as the prefix, and after that you can write the variable name CRTM where the time has been stored, and after that simply you can call the play function. So here you have to give the input as the TM. Yeah. So before that, if you want to keep any message, you can keep that like that. Current is like that. You can keep it. Yeah, like that you can pass it.
Welcome to chatbot. Say something.
Alexa, what is time now?
Current time is 6:48 a.m.
So like this, you can get the time also now. So after that, so generally, even though if you say bye, your program will not be terminated. So at then how to terminate your program? So here already I kept the word. If you say, if the word bye is there in your word, if you say goodbye like that, then automatically your program should be terminated. So after this, simply you have to keep a break like this. Now automatically, so whenever there is a bye in your input word, input command, so automatically your program will be terminated. Let's run your program.
Welcome to chatbot. Say something.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, here play function spelling is wrong. I have given. Just a second. Yeah. Let's run this program and check the output again.
Welcome to chatbot. Say something.
Hi, good morning.
You're not talking with me.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Alexa, what are you doing?
I am waiting for you. Say something.
Alexa, tell me about Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli, Hindustani, born November 5, 1988, is an Indian cricketer and the current captain of the India national team. A right-handed top-order batsman, Kohli is regarded as one of the best contemporary batsmen in the world. He plays for Delhi in domestic cricket and for Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Indian Premier League, IPL, as captain of the franchise since 2013.
Alexa, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else?
No, goodbye.
You're not talking with me.
Alexa, goodbye.
Thank you. See you later.
So this is the way our program will work. So whenever you are saying to your PC, you have to prefix the word Alexa. Instead of Alexa, if you want to keep anything, you can keep it. So if you don't keep the Alexa, if you don't prefix the word Alexa, whenever you are speaking to the computer, at that time it will treat that you are not talking with the system. So this is the way you can design small Python application for voice interaction between you and the PC.